IS Dr. J. Alam Nagaland Chief Secretary bra ulai jable opor farewell program ekta ayojon korise koigina jani paise. Program de Principal Secretary Y ki kheto se marba luise aro alag department la senior officials aro staffs khan bi hissa luise koigina jani paise. Dr. Alam do February 2021 de office luise aro Nagaland ke governance reforms khan aro pandemic recovery la mamla khan bra age lui jaise. IS, IPS, IFS aro Canisia Nishna alag associations khan bi aigina Dr. Alam ge tribute dise tala humility, professionalism aro unwavering dedication nimte. Dr. Alam la successor Santhiyangar Mchen IS prakuise Dr. Alam do Nagaland la sobse lamba chief secretary ase aro tai leadership te Nagaland bishi age jao por khushi janaise.
Among them, Dr. J. Alam holds one of a special place in my heart, that our bond truly deepened both professionally and personally during his final innings as Chief Secretary for nearly 5 years. I have come to know him of a man of rare caliber, sincere in his work and truly devoted to both duty and family. He is a responsible administrator who functions with admirable clarity and order. His systematic way of working, always prompt, always responsive, never leaving a file unattended or a task incomplete, is truly commendable. I often say that Dr. J. Alam is one of the luckiest chief secretaries because throughout his tenure of nearly 5 years, there were no major upheavals or disruptive events that could have derailed the administration. That, I believe, was not merely a matter of fortune, but also a reflection of his foresight and steady leadership.
Sure, you have no bad feelings about me in your heart. As I leave office, I do not carry just memories, I carry lessons. As many of you have said, change begins with listening. So you have to be a good listener if you want to really make a difference. A lot of things remain to be done. sure my successor, Mr. Sendiangar, and after him, people will carry the torch forward and will continue to work for the good and welfare of the state. As a citizen, I remain committed to supporting the journey of this state and our nation in whatever way I can. It has been the greatest honor of my life to serve Nagaland. This career has been more than a livelihood. It has been a life of meaning, and that in itself is a blessing few are fortunate enough to receive. I only hope and pray, and this is also my advice to all of you, the kind of support, cooperation and the hard work you have displayed while I was at the helm. Please continue that spirit and provide the same support, cooperation and hard work to my worthy successor, so that the dream of Nagaland as one of the best states in the country will be achieved sooner than later. So thank you, dear colleagues and friends. You have given me more than I could ever repay. May your work remain inspired and your service to the people of Nagaland unwavering and true. Last but not the least, I wish to express my gratitude and sincere appreciation to the media fraternity. Their work often comes with personal sacrifices, and I take this moment to acknowledge their dedication, integrity, and positive contributions. Friends, one of our service associations recited a poem, and she spoke many good words about me. However, those were the sentiments that were being expressed from her side, from the side of people who are gathered here. But how do I feel? I wanted to convey through a poem, and it is not in English, so please bear with me. It's in Hindi, Urdu, so of course I have got the translation. If some of you are interested, I'll read out the translation also. The name of the poem is Alvida, means farewell. So it goes like this. गर्चे ये दुनिया हमेशा से यूं ही रंगीन है. This world has always been colorful. जोश के हैं वलवले, ये जिंदगी हसीन है. There is enthusiasm everywhere and life is beautiful. लेकिन तबस्सुम सामने अंदर कहीं तहसीन है. किस लिए बोझिल हुआ क्यों आज दिल गमगीन है. I am smiling, but there is some sadness in my heart. I don't know why I am feeling heavy in my heart and why I am feeling sad. खूबसूरत इस फजा पर गम की बदली छा गई. आज तुमसे अलविदा कहने की मंजिल आ गई. The time has come to say farewell to you. अलविदा ए कोहिमा, मैंने वतन माना तुझे. O Kohima, I considered you my native place. अलविदा ए कोहिमा, मैंने वतन माना तुझे. हाय सद अफसोस के वक्ते सफ़र जाना तुझे. I came to know your true worth when I am leaving. है बहुत मुश्किल यहाँ से छोड़ के जाना तुझे. जिंदगी की हर कहानी में है अमानत तुझे. who built Nagaland, खास में मारों में शायद अपना भी नाम आएगा. Maybe my name will figure in one of the builders. मुतमई दिल हो गया जब आ गई, आज तुमसे अलविदा कहने की मंजिल आ गई. ऐ दिले अफसुर्दा अब तकदीर का मातम न कर. डोंट मोर, सरजमीने कोहिमा को छोड़ने का गम न कर. हम मिले या ना मिलेंगे वैसे बहम न कर. फिर पुकारेगी जमीन, उम्मीद अपनी कम न कर. दिस लैंड विल कॉल यू बैक. अलविदा दोस्तों, तुम याद आओगे. जानते हैं कुछ दिनों में भूल जाओगे हमें. हर तरह के हाल में तुम साथ पाओगे हमें. दौड़ कर आ जाएंगे जब भी बुलाओगे हमें. लाख ये चाहा कि टल जाए मगर लो आ गई. आज तुमसे अलविदा कहने की मंजिल आ गई. थैंक यू.
It is indeed a privilege and an honor to be speaking here today on behalf of the state government to bid farewell to Dr. Jani Alam, the Chief Secretary of our state, who also happens to be my batchmate and a dear friend. I first met Dr. Jani Alam at the Academy in the month of August 1991. He was allocated the Nagaland cadre and over the years has served the state and the government of India in various capacities with sincerity and distinction. As a batchmate, colleague and friend, allow me to be a bit informal and share a personal anecdote. Jani Alam caused a sensation the first time he came to the academy and also in Nagaland. The credit for this must go to the newspapers for misspelling his name as Jane Alam. Some of our more adventurous batchmates found out what time he was coming to the academy. And they were there in person to receive him and get a glimpse of the lady with a Western name. What their reaction was on seeing Dr. Jani Alam, I do not know. I was not part of the reception party. Back home in Nagaland, even before reaching Nagaland, before reaching the state, he was making sensational news. His name gave rise to the impression that two owls had got into the IAS that year, Alam and Imchan. Here's the cake, icing on the cake. When he finally landed in Nagaland, I have on good report that many a senior were disappointed that that lady had somehow, on its way from Delhi to Nagaland, had transformed into a gentleman. That's what you may wonder, so there you are. Dr. Jani Alam has served the government of Nagaland and the government of India in various capacities for about 34 years with distinction. During these 34 years, he served in many departments and organizations. And today he retires as the Chief Secretary of the state of Nagaland, the highest bureaucratic post in the state. He is also one of the longest serving Chief Secretaries of our state, as mentioned earlier by our chairperson. There are many accomplishments to his name, but for the sake of brevity, and since time does not permit me to mention all of them, let me just list some of the initiatives that he started after he became the Chief Secretary. First, seeing that many government employees after retirement were made to chase after their pension papers, he took measures that ensured that employees got their pension papers processed 6 months prior to their retirement. Now it is possible that pensions are settled and sanctioned before the date of retirement, and many have benefited. Secondly, he has conceptualized and launched the Nagaland Solar Mission, dovetailing the Prime Minister's Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana with additional subsidy from the state government, ensuring that residential households are able to contribute to solar power generation and also monetize such potential. He has been instrumental in conceptualizing the launch of a special initiative, the Nagaland Skill Mission, to train and provide employment opportunities for at least 5,000 youth in sectors such as hospitality, tourism, banking and insurance, construction, healthcare, logistics, and drone technology. The mission will bridge the gap between education and employability, offering skill loans backed by government guarantees and training. This will go a long way in tackling unemployment in the state and also, more importantly, reduce the state's dependence on labor from outside. As government servants, the spotlight often falls on us, but the sacrifices are shared by our families. Today, as we celebrate the career of our Chief Secretary, we also express our heartfelt appreciation to his native wife, who has stood by him and is a source of strength and encouragement. Ma'am, your understanding, patience, and sacrifices have played an equally important role in enabling our Chief Secretary to serve the people of this state with such commitment and focus. We thank you for walking this journey alongside him, sharing both the burdens and the joys of public service. Over the years, Dr. Jani Alam has held many important positions, but it was in the role of Chief Secretary that his leadership shone the brightest. He led from the front with utmost sincerity, clarity, and commitment. On behalf of the state government, I express our deepest gratitude to you, sir. May your next journey be filled with peace, good health, and continued opportunities to serve the nation in different capacities. We wish you and your family